And welcome back. Well, there's a special event that happens every year in Milwaukee, and it sells out months in advance.
Yeah, we are not talking about a rock concert like the Rolling Stones or even a playoff game like the Bucks. We are talking about a luncheon that celebrates authors. It is actually the hottest ticket in town. And with us today are just 3 of the 60 authors featured at the international event. All 3 are New York Times bestsellers. Jason Mott wrote The Wonder of All Things, which has been optioned for film by Lionsgate Entertainment. Way to go. Woo! Tess Gerritsen's latest is titled Die Again, and one of her other books got developed into the TV show Rizzolian Isles on TNT. And Sharon Sala has written more than 100 books published under 2 different names and is the recipient of the RWA Lifetime Achievement Award. I feel like I have to take a deep breath.
Those are a big deal.
Yeah, you are. We got a lot of like brain power, writing power going on right here on the yellow couch. I love it. Let's talk a little bit about what brought all of you to Milwaukee today.
Barbara Bay's Reader Appreciation Luncheon.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Have you come before, any of you, to the luncheon?
This is my 3rd time.
Second time for me.
And my first time, and I'm finding out how exciting it is because it's really all about the readers. I think that this is what's special about it. That it's not really a writer's convention, but it's a chance for readers to meet their favorite authors and ask them just about anything.
Exactly.
I think it's great.
What's your favorite part about meeting people who love your work? Because I would imagine, you know, first and foremost, it's exciting to get letters or finish your novel or your piece of work, but then to actually meet the people who love it so much and feel connected to it has got to mean a lot to you guys.
I think the most interesting thing is they think these characters are real.
Yeah.
So they want to know what happens to her next. Is she going to continue this affair with the priest, you know? That's the #1 question I always get.
Really? How about for you?
Pretty much similar, actually. I love hearing people talk about like what they would do with the characters and like what happens afterwards. And like, I think that this character went over here and did this after the story. It's like, sure did.
Whatever you say.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
How about for you?
Well, in my genre, a lot of times there are connecting books, trilogies, series, and stuff, and they want, even if you do a standalone book, they want another story from a secondary character. They always fall in love with another character in the story besides the hero and heroine.
Yeah. And yours is romance, right?
Romantic suspense, mostly.
I like that. And Tess, you are part Cherokee Indian, part Irish.
No, that's me. You got the wrong one.
That's you. Oh, I'm sorry. I did. Oh, I had. I'm sorry. In my notes, I'm like, what? I mixed it up. You wrote this incredible story. Your thing is all about thrillers and terrifying stories. And you and your husband actually ran into a leopard, right?
That's her.
Oh,
there you go. That's Tess.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay, that is you and your husband. Okay, so what about for you writing stories like this? Is it exciting to you to write terrifying stories?
I write about what scares me, and that particular incident was I was on safari with my husband in South Africa, and we had an incident with a leopard out in the bush. If you ever go to safari, you find out you're not supposed to get out of the Jeep.
Yeah.
And our bush guide was giving us all these instructions to stay safe and stay alive. Well, that afternoon we were standing out of the Jeep having cocktails, and my husband needed to take a pee break.
I get it.
He was heading into the bushes, and our guide said, no, don't go over there, go in the other direction. And a few minutes, I think it was less than a minute later, a leopard walked out of the bushes where he had originally been headed. And came right toward us, and we were all out of the Jeep. So our guide kept us safe. And as I told my husband later, he saved you from the ignominious death with your fly open.
Right, totally. That's exactly what would have happened. Would have made a great story. But
I went home and wrote a book about a group of safari tourists who go to Botswana and disappear. So it turns out the most dangerous creature in the bush is somebody on 2 legs. So that was the 11th book in the Rizzolian Isles series.
Love that. And for you, Sharon, I think this is fascinating. So you're part Cherokee Indian and part Irish, and you're able to plan your dreams, then dream them, and then write about it. Is this true?
Yeah, when I was a little kid, I thought everybody did that. I thought everybody could plan what they wanted to dream and then went to bed and dreamed about it. And I didn't know until I was probably a teenager that was bizarre.
It is.
But yeah, my stories are dreams. If I dream all the time, but if I dream a really good story, I remember it when I wake up.
And can you still program your dreams like that?
I can. I don't, because I'm always so involved in the book that it's like going to a movie for me in my sleep, and then I wake up and put the movie on paper.
Wow. So you wake up a lot probably writing, right?
No, I just wake up and remember it. Like you go to the movies, and you come out and your friend says, "Oh, what was that about?" And you start telling them. I had to learn how to put that on paper because
Yeah.
it was in my head, but I had to learn how to put it on paper.
Jason, you have an incredible past. You have a previous novel, The Return, which became a series, Resurrection.
Yep, correct.
You have a new novel that's been optioned by Lionsgate, The Wonder of All Things. I always find it fascinating, in particular, when men write from a little girl's perspective. How hard is that?
It's not quite as difficult. There's a few things that are different, but it's not that bad. I've got 3 really wonderful nieces, and I took them and kind of mushed them together to create this one character. Like, I'm a huge part of their lives. They're a huge part of my life. So I just wanted to write a book that they could kind of, read and like see themselves in, and that's where the character came from.
I love it. We're going to hand you guys these little flip boards.
We're going to play Never Have I Ever.
Never have I ever.
So it's either I have or I have never is your answer, and you get to hold it up. We'll just go through these pretty quick. The first one, never have I ever written an evil character based on an ex.
That's awesome. I love this one. Never have I ever told another author that I loved their book while I secretly had trouble turning the pages. Oh, Jason.
All right.
Honest. I like that.
Never have I ever accidentally deleted a large body of work on my computer.
Never.
Because I write with pen and paper.
That's fascinating. Okay, I like this. Never have I ever read a book from start to finish without going to the bathroom.
Really?
Only the guy.
Start to finish?
That's incredible. I love it.
Never have I ever gone on a date with a fan.
Oh.
These questions are rigged, okay? I totally reject these questions.
Yeah. Never have I ever stayed in my pajamas all day writing. Never.
I don't sleep in pajamas.
We don't want to. I don't think we should talk about
Sharon.
that.
Well, I'm going to say I didn't sleep in anything. I just don't sleep in pajamas.
Okay, we're with you.
Last one, never have I ever eaten a whole tub of ice cream in one sitting. Oh, I so have too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, girl.
Well, all right.
I'm the happy one on the crowd, too.
It was so great meeting you guys. Thank you so much for being here and playing along with us. That was fantastic.
That
Our
was
producer,
fun.
Katie, put that together, and I think it was really fun.
You've got this meet and greet tonight where people can come and meet you at 6:30. It's an author Q&A, and that's at the Clarion by the airport. And then
Free and
tomorrow,
open to the public, too,
sure
which is awesome.
Tomorrow at 3:30, you can actually go for a book signing. That's again at the Clarion by the airport too. The proceeds for that event benefit the American Cancer Society. Very exciting. So the event itself, though, Barbara Vay's Reader Luncheon, that's sold out. So this is your chance to meet them, learn a little bit more, do a greet, and also a book signing. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks for having me.
Wonderful having you here.
It was really fun. Thank you.